September 15th.
Tonight, all eyes turn to ABC as John McCain accepts his party's nomination. How will the McCain-Palin ticket play across America tonight? Turn to Charlie Gibson, Diane Sawyer, and George Stephanopoulos at the Republican Convention on ABC.
You're watching KETV Channel 7, Omaha. More complete coverage. This is the most watched local news at 6. KETV News Watch 7.
It is an amazing comeback for now Sergeant Paul Latcher. Released from the hospital just days ago after being critically wounded in a shooting, today Latcher and his partner were given promotions. Good evening, I'm Brandi Petersen.
I'm Rob McCartney. 3 weeks ago today, Paul Latcher was shot multiple times, critically injured, as he and his partner, Officer Jerry Swanson, made a traffic stop. Today, they're both promoted to sergeant. In our big story at 6, KETV News Watch 7's Marla Raby talks with her colleagues, and they tell us why Latcher and Swanson are an inspiration for the entire community.
Well, Rob, Brandi, the men and women who work alongside Latcher and Swanson in the gang unit say the last few weeks have really been rough on the entire department. But to see both those men receive those promotions today is truly a proud moment. It's not hard to notice a strong support for Paul Latcher. The applause rings through the room as he slowly steps up to receive his promotion. It's a moment that just weeks ago didn't look like it would happen. Doctors say Latcher was within minutes of death after being shot during a traffic stop near 42nd and Camden. But on this day, it's clear he's making a remarkable recovery as his wife Tara pins on his sergeant's badge. His colleagues say they never doubted he'd make it.
The speed of his recovery and the hard work he's been doing to help heal himself and the things that you have to do just makes the moment all that much better.
Good things happen to good people, and we knew he'd come back and come through.
Officer Jerry Swanson received his sergeant's badge at the ceremony too. It's a proud moment as his wife pins it on his uniform. Many members of the gang unit, which Swanson and Latcher were also a part of, came out to the ceremony.
I think it was good for our unit to watch them go through what they went through, and I also believe it was good for them to see us here, knowing that we support them not in what they did, but also what they're going to do.
Latcher and Swanson's new assignments will take them away from the group. So as they all pose together for one last picture, a gang unit that will forever hold a special bond, they tell us Latcher and Swanson are an inspiration to them all.
You get to see the way the department comes together, the way the public comes together to support us. So in the light of hardship comes a lot of good things, and this just happens to be one of them.
And Latcher and Swanson, as I said, will both be leaving the gang unit. Latcher headed to the Northwest Precinct and Swanson to the Northeast Precinct. Their Lieutenant, Rich Gonzalez, tells me he really hates to see him go. He'd like to keep him there with him, but he says he's very proud of them both and the work that they've done, and they're going to take a lot of great experience with them.
All right, Marla Raby, thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, as you saw, Officer Latcher is up and moving around, but there is no word yet on when he can return to work.
On the Crime Watch tonight, it's a problem that's plagued Omaha and other communities for quite a while now, and now it's hitting the capital city. A rash of catalytic converter thefts from cars and trucks are being reported over the last few months. Lincoln Bureau Chief Andrew Ozaki reports on this unwelcome trend.
They come up right about there, right about there.
Star City salvage worker David McGee shows us the hottest item thieves are after these days, catalytic converters.
You got a portable saw, they can just cut them right off in about 5 minutes.
Earlier this week, they had 40 literally ripped from autos in their yard, and it's not the first time.
20 of them out front about a month ago. Then they got probably another 10 or 15 about a month before that.
The converters help burn fuel cleaner, but they contain precious metals like platinum and rhodium.
The thief obtains about $100 at a scrap metal yard for each catalytic converter.
Police say they've worked 10 cases so far, but a number are not being reported.
In the last week, there's been 2 attempts and 5 that got away with them.
Glenn Durham of Pro Muffler says this recent crime wave can be costly. Repairs can run up to $3,400.
Park where your vehicle is going to be seen. If you got to park them out on the street.
And also be alert to strange noises.
You'll hear something like that. And then that'll give you a sign somebody's under your car.
A new state law that just came into effect September could help. It requires a person selling catalytic converters to a scrapyard to leave a fingerprint and a photocopy of their driver's license.
We'll alert the scrap metal companies so that they can be aware of somebody coming in with, of course, 40 catalytic converters.
Hoping this costly trend will cool off. With more complete coverage, Andrew Ozaki, KETV News Watch 7.
Businesses say bigger vehicles like vans and trucks, as well as foreign cars, are targeted more often. That's because they have larger converters on them, or more than one.
Omaha police and the FBI are looking for 3 bank robbers tonight. They hit the Tier 1 bank at 90th and Arbor around 10:30 this morning. Police say 3 armed men walked into the bank and demanded money. The getaway car was found a few blocks from the bank. Now take a look at pictures from the surveillance cameras in the bank. Look closely. You can see the robbers were wearing hooded sweatshirts. If you have any information about this, call Crime Stoppers at 444-STOP. If you run across a website that talks about stimulus checks issued by the city of Omaha, don't fall for it. Police are warning web surfers to beware of the bogus website. It claims Omaha residents will get the checks beginning September 15th. Mayor's office tells us there is no such plan. The site also asks for personal information, and again, police say it is a bogus site.
A grand jury will be convened in October to investigate the death of a man shot by an off-duty police officer. 21-year-old Leroy Goodwin was killed in the incident. It happened near the BP station near 30th and Ames on May 12th. Investigators say 2 off-duty police officers working security saw Goodwin point and fire a handgun at another person. One of the officers shot and killed Goodwin. By law, a grand jury must investigate when someone is killed in police custody. A kindergartner from Lothrop Magnet School was missing for hours yesterday after a mix-up. The school's principal says there was a misunderstanding between the school and Malik Ware's father about where the child was supposed to go. Malik was placed in a line to go to his daycare. He wandered in the line for the Boys and Girls Club.
We've put some additional pieces in place, making sure everyone wears a label, making sure that the parents have said specifically what they want to happen at the end of the day. So all of those pieces are going to continue, as well as adding an additional checkoff.
Malik was found at the Boys and Girls Club hours later. A spokesman for the club apologizes that no one had noticed he was there. Malik's father wants to transfer his son to a new school.
A hazardous materials team was called in this morning to deal with a truck leaking chemicals near Rosenblatt Stadium. Take a look. You can see the liquid pouring out of the truck. This was about 8 o'clock. It's believed the truck leaked for about 3 blocks along 13th Street. Liquid's believed to be some sort of chlorine solution. Firefighters in protective suits were able to get inside the truck and stop the leak. The rest of the spill was contained. No one was hurt. A teenager loses control of his car in Bellevue, rolls over several times. The crash happened near 42nd and Highway 370. Police tell us the teenage boy missed a turn and his car rolled. He was thrown from the car, but was still able to call 911 for help. He was taken to the hospital with unspecified injuries.
Iowa lawmakers are trying to decide if a special session of the legislature is needed to deal with this year's flooding problems. State leaders are waiting to find out how much federal money is coming in to help in the recovery efforts so they can determine how much state money is needed. Both Republican and Democratic legislators are meeting this week to decide what to do next. And in Des Moines today, a new stamp honoring the Hawkeye State is unveiled. As you can see, it features the Iowa state flag along with a cornfield and a cornstalk. It's the latest stamp in the Flags of Our Nation series. The series will continue through 2010. Nebraska's stamp is scheduled to be released sometime next year. It's that time of year the Nebraska Department of Health reports 10 new cases of West Nile. As you can see on this map, they're scattered in counties across the state and include a case in Sarpy County. So far, a total of 23 cases have been detected in Nebraska, but none have been fatal. Last year, there were 163 cases reported.
UNL Chancellor Harvey Perlman says his institution has accomplished a lot this past year. In his State of the University address at the Lead Center in Lincoln, Perlman says with the hiring of Tom Osborne, they've put the athletic department back on track. And he says the university has a great opportunity thanks to the State Fair moving to Grand Island, opening a space for an innovation campus.
For economic development, provide internships and jobs for our students, enrich and energize our own research activities, and substantially enhance our reputation as a research university.
Perlman also says the constitutional amendment on the November ballot, which would essentially ban affirmative action, will hurt the university's ability to compete with other institutions. But even if that amendment's approved, Perlman says the university will continue to push for diversity. The Nebraska Board of Regents will consider sizable pay raises for the university president and 2 campus chancellors. If approved, university system president J.B. Milliken would get a $59,000 pay hike, or about a 19% increase. UNMC Chancellor Harold Maurer is getting nearly 20% raise, increasing his salary by more than $64,000. And UNL Chancellor Harvey Perlman's salary would jump up by more than $39,000, or nearly a 15% hike. Should be noted, though, most of the raises are coming from private funds. All 3 administrators are seeing the taxpayer-funded part of the salaries increased by about 4.5%.
And Creighton University just keeps growing.
But it's all part of a master plan. Just ahead, we're going to take a look at the latest addition to that plan and get a tour of what's being called the new front door to Creighton's East Campus.
The Spartans know to beware of Trojans bearing gifts, but these Spartans shouldn't expect any gifts from the Huskers this weekend. John Schutz takes a look to the San Jose State game. Bill?
Brandi, that is a cryptic tease. I got to find out what all that means here. We had ourselves some sunshine today, didn't we? Here's a look at Old Mill Toyota into the west from there. Oh, what a day. 74 the high. Nearly one of the top 10 days of the year. More complete coverage. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 6.
Tonight at 10.
Local businesses lining up for beer garden permits, but should more than just a liquor license be approved? At 10, concerns over the look of many of these outdoor additions.
On KETV News Watch 7 at 10. KETV News Watch 7 at 6. More complete coverage with Rob McCartney, Brandi Petersen, Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby, and John Schutz. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 6.
Where there's hard work, you need a hard-working truck. That's why people all across America depend on Ford trucks, more than any truck out there. And now you can depend on Ford with the best offer ever, on the best truck for any job.
Just announced. During truck season, get up to $7,500 cash back on F-150. Visit your Midwest Ford dealers or log on to yourmidwestforddealers.com today.
These are the trucks that are building America.
Such thing as too much performance, especially when it comes to high-yielding Mycogen brand grain corn hybrids.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Call it country club economics. How many houses does he own? John McCain says he can't even remember anymore. Well, it's 7. No wonder McCain just said the fundamentals of our economy are strong. And anyone making less than $5 million a year is middle class. Maybe McCain thinks this economy is working for folks like him. But how are things going for you?
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. It was a beautiful day in the park.
Kevin, can you hand me
that turned to panic in an instant. And everything depended on a brick house child locator.
Kevin!
And packed inside every locator is the only battery Brickhouse trusts, Duracell. So even if you hope you'll never have to use it, it still has to work. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
If you live in or around Omaha and you have a power emergency, call 1-800-554-OPPD.
It isn't very pretty. It doesn't get you frequent flyer miles. And you sure can't use it to scrape ice off your windshield. It's just one more card in your already crowded wallet. But what it can do is offer you the peace of mind of being accepted by more doctors in more places than any other health insurance card in the state. So to the nearly 700,000 people who carry it, one more card means one less thing to worry about.
And KETV News Watch 7 to 6 continues with this live view from Bayless Park in Council Bluffs from our camera on top of the Smith Davis Able Insurance Building. Enjoying a nice evening, a nice Thursday evening at the park. Have an update on what we're working on for KETV News Watch 7 to 10. John McCain readies to accept his party's nomination for president tonight. You can watch his speech live right here on KETV. And then at 10, we're going to take a look at the unique role Nebraska could play in this year's election. An object in a Council Bluffs yard has neighbors concerned. They called the I-Team looking for someone to step in and take it down. At 10, we investigate why the law can't do anything about it.
From the Super Doppler Storm Center, Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby with more complete weather coverage.
Beautiful clear skies this evening, 62 at around 9 o'clock. Hopefully you have a chance to be outside. Beautiful early fall weather. The weekend, pretty good. There's a chance of rain late day Sunday. Most of the weekend looks dry and comfortable again. 72 on Saturday. Oh, and there's a little football game. That's about how it should look at Memorial Stadium, where San Jose State comes to town. Painted red, baby. The weather for the game looks great. 65 at the kick, which is 11:30 in the morning with a south breeze, and temperatures climb into the 70s into the afternoon. The only problem going on right around here right now, the pollen levels are still just awful. High counts of ragweed, pigweed, nettle in Omaha, Council Bluffs, astronomical ragweed count, and no rain to clear the air. Live Super Doppler 7 radar shows you the closest rain of substance is the remnant of Gustav pouring down tropical moisture in Milwaukee, Chicago, Rockford, and Madison. More than 3 inches of rain in Chicago, and it is still raining. Take a look earlier today, our Skywatch 7 time-lapse view of Omaha. This is looking north up the North Freeway. Boy, that is beautiful. This is what it looks like in northern Minnesota in the summer oftentimes, and we had it here today. Compliments of cool high pressure. 72 right now. Dew point 47. You get that dry in here and it feels good. Dominic Lucci in Coyne, Iowa. Lovely day, 72. He had a little bit of rain yesterday. Cool as a cucumber, Norm Helms. Not sure if he's talking about his demeanor or the weather, but both likely there in Avoca today. Temperatures in the low 70s around the viewing area right now. And as you look at the country, the mid part of the country here, a lot of clouds in western Iowa for a good chunk of the morning. We, of course, had sunshine in Omaha, but that remnant of Gustav is moving away. There are clouds west of us, and they are starting to spread in our direction, although most tonight will be clear. See our computer model forecast. Gray is cloud cover, green is rain. Front comes through early, so the winds will turn to the northwest. Clouds spread in, so after a cool start, it'll be a cool day, and this green represents shower activity. And we need some rain. We'd love to get an inch of rain around here. That's not going to happen, but anything helps. Tomorrow, probably partly cloudy, partly sunny very early. By lunchtime, clouds over fully, and then into the afternoon, and particularly by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we see some rain showers spreading into the viewing area and into the Omaha metro. Not going to be a lot, maybe just 1/10 of an inch or less, but anything better than nothing around here. And again, obviously the rain chances will help going forward too, later Sunday, maybe Sunday night. 65 at 8 o'clock this evening, 49 overnight. Again, comfortable, clear to partly cloudy with light and variable winds. Partly sunny, clouds starting to increase a little bit, 51 at 8 a.m. Friday. Clouds over for the afternoon with a 50% chance of rain showers, and just 68. Probably want a little jacket tomorrow if you're going to be outside any length of time. And of course, not heavy rain, but something enough to dampen up the roadways as we get later in the day. The rain chance later Sunday to Monday. Our latest, one of our computer models indicates a little better chance of rain, maybe Sunday night and early Monday. Very cool Monday as well. And later next week, a rain chance. No hurricane-type rainfall, no 3 inches of rain, but a little bit here and there would help.
Hopefully we'll get a little bit on each of those 3, and it'll all add up to something.
And then not spoil the weekend. That'd be great.
Exactly. All right. Thanks, Bill.
Sure.
There's a new place for Creighton students and faculty to hang out. Today, the university gave us a tour of the new Mike and Josie Harper Center for Student Life and Learning. The building is being called the new front door to Creighton's East Campus. It features a combination of academic areas and student services. It's part of Creighton's expanded campus design to go hand in hand with the new downtown development, a plan that started 8 years ago.
Then new Quest Center coming out of the ground, First National Bank, Freedom Center, Union Pacific were just ideas, as was Creighton's expanded campus. But I think we've meshed them beautifully.
The Harper Center used a number of green technologies, leaving behind what administrators call the smallest environmental footprint.
Union Pacific is shipping more coal than ever before. Last month, the company moved 18 million tons, or 1,100 full coal trains out of Wyoming. That is a company record. In fact, during the first 8 months of this year, UP's coal shipments are up 6%. Well, falling oil prices weren't enough to help Wall Street today. Concerns about retail spending and unemployment sent the Dow tumbling. The blue chips lost 344 points, closing at 11,188. NASDAQ was off 74. The S&P 500 fell 38. For market analysis, you can go to our website, KETV.com.
Still ahead, an NFL wide receiver makes the game day program worthless in his case.
John Schutz has the latest on the Bengals' way out wide receiver. And you're going to get a history lesson along with the preview of Saturday's Husker game when we come back. More complete coverage. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 6.
ABC Seamless Steel Siding is taking the home remodeling industry to a new level. Hi, this is Ted, owner of ABC Seamless. Our seamless siding is made of steel. No chipping, cracking, or warping. Improve your home's value. Call or visit us online today at abcofnebraska.com.
They're hot, they're in stock, they're only $1.99 a month.
At Deers Ford Lincoln Mercury in Fremont, take your pick from some of the year's hottest fuel-efficient vehicles, priced at just $199 a month. Like the newly redesigned Ford Focus, America's best-selling small SUV, the Ford Escape, or the award-winning Milan, a consumer's best buy.
With unbeatable prices and unbeatable service, you get a great deal and a great deal more.
Deers Ford Lincoln Mercury in Fremont, USA. 24 hours a day at DeersFord.com.
He says it's art.
I don't know of any law saying what you can or can't have as a yard ornament.
Neighbors say it's inappropriate.
I think it's offensive.
Police say there's nothing they can do about it.
Freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
The yard art controversy, tonight at 10.
There's only one thing in the world I'm sweet on, my desserts. And my latest? Irresistible. Juicy, ripe apples and buttery caramel, drizzled on sweet, crunchy streusel. Caramel apple streusel, perfect with a medium specialty pizza. Your choice, and a medium pepperoni pizza. That's Godfather's Pizza's fall favorite feast. Just $20.99. Order today. They're gonna be fall forever.
For a great getaway for just the two of you, it's Lead Lodge at Arbor Day Farm. Just a short drive away. Lead Lodge. It's a natural.
If you live in or around Omaha and you have a power emergency, call 1-800-554-OPPD.
New Suzuki Reno. 7-year warranty. $12,799 at Roden Council Bluffs.
From a handcrafted playhouse made for grandchildren to a simple blanket draped over a card table in the family room, structures of all types create a spirit of magical fun and adventure for children of all ages. Spark your family's imagination this summer during Kids Structure at Lauritsen Gardens, Omaha's Botanical Center. Explore the gardens and a dozen one-of-a-kind outdoor structures designed with children in mind. On display through October 5th. Kids Structure at Lauritsen Gardens.
More complete coverage with John Schutz. This is KETV News Watch 7 Sports.
Okay, here's the history lesson part. Almost 2,500 years ago, the Spartan army put up a valiant fight at the Battle of Thermopylae, but after 3 days, they were defeated by the Persians. For the Spartans of San Jose State, the odds are also pretty long this week. Their defeat should only take around 3 hours, though. Last week, San Jose State needed a late fourth-quarter rally to beat UC Davis, a team that only recently moved up to the football championship series level, formerly Division I AA. Kyle Reed led the Spartans' comeback. He was the third quarterback in the game for San Jose State. This pass, with 8 seconds to go, secured a 13-10 win. And it's a lot easier going into Nebraska's Sea of Red with some confidence after a win.
We're very confident in our abilities, and we feel very strong going into this game, and we're just going to try our best and give our all. You know what I mean? I believe in our defense. Our defense is very strong, and our offensive line is strong as well. Excuse me. So I mean, we have all the talent it takes to get it done.
The best team doesn't win. The team that plays the best wins. There's a big difference, and so we just have to be the best team on Saturday.
Obviously, a very well-coached football team. Dick Tomey, you know, is one of the outstanding coaches in football, and they have some good skilled people on offense, and it's a program, obviously, with Coach Tomey there that's on the rise.
Dick Tomey has seen Nebraska a lot over his 28 years as a head coach. His Arizona team beat the Huskers in the 1998 Holiday Bowl. After the game on Saturday, go to KETV.com. We'll be streaming Coach Bo Pelini's post-game news conference for you live on our website. And then we'll be here with highlights and post-game reaction at 6. And after NASCAR's Chevy Rock and Roll 400, stay with us at 10:30 for full Big Red Zone game day coverage. The Cincinnati Bengals say they will now refer to number 85 in their program as Chad Ochocinco. The flamboyant wide receiver legally changed his name from Chad Johnson to Chad Ochocinco last month in Florida. No need to buy a program. The LA Angels visiting Detroit this afternoon in Major League Baseball. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Angels. Miguel Cabrera hits a pop-up to foul territory. Mark Teixeira never took his eyes off it. Nice play there. Top of the eighth, Torrey Hunter puts the icing on this game for the Angels, the solo homer, and the Angels win 7-1. They cut their magic number to 6 for clinching their 4th American League West title in the last 5 seasons.
What happens if they retire Johnson's number?
Well, that works out real well then, because then he's always Ochocinco.
Ochocinco, there you go. Phil's Planners next.
In celebration of our 100th anniversary,
we're sharing our GM employee discount with everyone.
You pay what we pay.
Not a cent more.
The GM employee discount.
For everyone.
And now we've extended the discount through September 30th. Use it to get the 2008 Chevy Impala LS with better highway fuel economy than Toyota Avalon. That's right. Get this 2008 Chevy Impala LS for around $19,000.
Gas prices go up, and these guys benefit. Nebraska families deserve better. That's why I took on the special interest to pass bipartisan legislation to lower the price of gas and make America energy independent. Here's my plan. More drilling and exploration here in America, renewable energies, and incentives for conservation. I'm Lee Terry, and I approve this message because when Congress fails to act, they win, we lose, and that's what we're changing.
He says it's art.
I don't know of any law saying what you can or can't have as a yard ornament.
Neighbors say it's inappropriate.
I think it's offensive.
Police say there's nothing they can do about it.
Freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
The yard art controversy, tonight at 10.
Tonight on KETV Channel 7.
Got cracks or stains? Worse, the towels that match are on display in a museum. It's time to remodel your bathroom. Hey, your husband can do it. Avoid the word demolition. Rebath remodels more bathrooms in America because quality, price, and they're fast. They can actually do your tub and tile in one day.
Skip the monkey business. Call Rebath at 1-800-BATHTUB today.
Put a personal touch on your weather forecast with the Super Doppler weather page on KETV.com. Customize the forecast to fit your needs. Just drag and drop elements to arrange your personal weather favorites. Severe weather alerts, live Super Doppler radar, our 7-day forecast. Simple, convenient, and easy to use. Drag and drop your selections to create a custom forecast just for you. The next generation of weather forecasting, Super Doppler weather, only on KETV.com.
You're watching KETV News Watch 7. 1 hour of more complete coverage starts at 10 o'clock. Tonight, Nebraska's stake in the presidential race. Could one electoral vote make a difference, and could it come from here? Then at 10:35, ABC News Nightlines live in St. Paul with analysis of John McCain's acceptance speech.
Bill, great night to grill out and then watch whatever you're going to watch tonight.
Grey's Anatomy, and then I think, yes, thank you, right here on KETV Channel 7. Folks, yeah, absolutely, Brandi. Very, very pleasant evening. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s here in just another hour or two, and down to 49 degrees by daybreak tomorrow. However, clouds come in early tomorrow. So tomorrow, kind of a cool, chilly day with the north breeze and a decent chance of showers in the afternoon. Of course, we need the rain.
Thank you, Bill.
If we could just get it overnight, that'd be perfect.
Even better.
Is that asking too much?
Too much.
Okay, thought it might be. That's our report at 6. Thanks for joining us.
Breaking news as it happens, and please join us tonight for KETV News Watch 7 at 10.
KETV News Watch 7 is online with local news and weather 24/7 at KETV.com.
Having trouble hearing or understanding what others are saying? Call Glaskin's Hearing Aids.
We race for your mother.
We race for your sister.
We race for your relatives.
We race for your friends.
For 15 years, the Nebraska-Cullman Race for the Cure has raced for everyone touched by breast cancer.
Join KETV Sunday, October 5th at the Omaha Civic Auditorium as we raise money in the fight against breast cancer. Call the race hotline or log on to KETV.com for more information.
Join us for the 15th annual Cullman, Nebraska Race for the Cure, because it's everyone's race.
You know, I'm going to have a lot of celebrities on my show, of course. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor, first of all?
I can't remember his name, but he's the Terminator in Terminator.
You mean Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wouldn't it be funny if I said he was my governor of my state?
Oh, yeah.
What job do you think he'd be good for in the government?
I don't really know. I think he should stick to acting. That's all I think he should do.
The Bonnie Hunt Show, starting September 8th on KETV Channel 7.
Put a personal touch on your weather forecast with the Super Doppler weather page on KETV.com. Customize the forecast to fit your needs. Just drag and drop elements to arrange your personal weather favorites. Severe weather alerts, live Super Doppler radar, our 7-day forecast. Simple, convenient, and easy to use. Drag and drop your selections to create a custom forecast just for you. The next generation of weather forecasting, Super Doppler weather, only on KETV.com.
Disney on Ice presents a Disneyland adventure. Join Disney Pixar's The Incredibles for an amazing day at the park with all your Disney friends. Spin in the teacups with Alice. Plunge into the Pirates of the Caribbean. And swing through the Jungle Cruise with Baloo. It's fun for the whole family.
Log on to KETV.com for details on how to enter for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to opening night, September 18th. Come visit your favorite Disneyland attractions recreated live on ice at the Quest Center Omaha, September 18th through 21st. Get your tickets today.
Fighting a high-rise fire. New tools that could help save lives. Sunday at 10.